What is up, guys? My name is Blake, and I was telling you guys I've been playing War Z quite a bit lately, and I wanted to go ahead and just make a little video about it. It's been it's been a fun time. I've enjoyed playing it a lot. So the main thing is I've never really played DayZ. It wasn't really, I don't know. It looked a little too realistic to me, I guess. Um, the whole simulator aspect of it, or survival or military simulator, whatever Arma 2 is meant to be, that just it didn't seem like the kind of game that I would like. So when I heard about War Z, I kind of thought it would be the same thing, and then I started seeing and hearing that it was gonna be maybe a more arcadey version, and that really caught my interest because I liked the idea of DayZ. I loved it. I thought it was an amazing idea, and I wanted to try it. But I know simulator games just aren't my kind of style. So I went ahead and just got the Survivor package for War Z, which was 25, I think, when I bought it. And then there's the Pioneer and the Legend. I think it goes to 50 or $55. And I've had a fucking blast playing this game. I think it's amazing. So right now I'm going through this town and I'm just grabbing some loot, and I think we're gonna run into some zombies. But as you can see, I'm running around in third person right now. So usually what I do is I run around in third person in towns because it's kind of important to be able to see your surroundings the best you can. You can kind of check around corners and stuff. And that guy right there, I actually wasn't sure just because of what he was wearing. I didn't know if it was a guy standing there or what. But I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun playing this game. I didn't play DayZ, so I can't really compare it, but I do think this is a fun game. Couple problems right now is there's really not much to do aside from loot and kill zombies, and some people get bored with that, so they just start camping or killing players. um, I think they plan on putting more zombies into the game, or putting in more PvE or player versus environment elements, so there will be more for people to do, and hopefully not so much player killing. So right here, I wanted to let you guys know from my few days of playing the things that I've learned. So in this part right here, I've got my character. He don't have much stuff on him, medium backpack, and I go out empty with not a lot of stuff, and I just grab stuff to take back to my global inventory because I'm running solo. When you start to go across roads, like this road right here that I just crossed, um, you want to check your surroundings a lot because I generally stay away from roads. Um, Not because they're traveled, because they're not necessarily traveled, but because they're low and people with higher vantage points can get you. You don't want to be down in low valleys, in open sight places. So I try to avoid roads, and when I have to cross them, I constantly watch what's going on. And then you'll see here, when I know it's clear, I just haul ass. I get away from the road as fast as I can. Um, like I said, it's not because they're traveled, it's just because they're low and people from higher vantage points can see you very, very easily. So right here is where I want to show you guys kind of how to scope out a town. There are sounds that you get, and we'll hear one, or should hear one here fairly soon. Um, but there are sounds that happen when other players are nearby, and I had just heard this sound. So I dropped down and I started looking through my binoculars, and I'm looking around right here. I'm scoping this town out. So I go down here to have a better look, and you'll actually see that I see the guy. Now, hold on just one. I'm gonna stop because the sound's coming up. Okay, so that was one of the sounds that you can get if there's other players nearby. Sometimes it's like a loud drum. But I'm going to turn here and you can see the guy right there. And then I'm going to drop and look through my binoculars and I'm going to watch where he's going. You can barely see him clipping over the hill there. So he's going to start running up this hill. And I'm going to I'm not going to chase him, but I'm going to follow just a little bit to make sure he's going over the hill. Because if he's not, I have a decision to make right here. I could just chase him down and try to kill him for loot, but I don't really like to play like that. I don't like playing games alone. I'm more of a social player, and to me, if I have to get in a firefight and I have to kill people, yeah, I'll kill them and take their loot, but it's not something that I'm trying to do. It's not something that I necessarily want to do. And there was another sound that you get when nearby players are there. So I'm going to follow this guy and make sure that he's gone or gone on over this hill. If he's not, then we're going to fight. Now you always have this decision. The main thing is, if you want to play and you want to kill people, then that's your prerogative. You can do what you want. But just pay attention to how I'm checking my surroundings and scoping this town out before I just run blindly in. Because if you just run in or you run off this hill where other people can see you and you don't check everywhere, you're probably going to get killed. So my personal experience and what I like to do, I like to check out, scope the town, and sometimes I'll go into the town if someone's in. A lot of the times I will, but I'll just try to avoid them. Because for me, it makes the game really, really fun, knowing that someone's there and that danger element. And that's really why I've had so much fun playing this game. I think I was like 12 or 13 years old when I played Resident Evil 2, and that's like the last time that a game has really gotten at me like this one does. It's a little bit the zombies, and it's a lot the other players that make me really just, you know, it's like a heart pounding game. There's been times where I've literally been terrified because I've collected this stuff, and then you run into other players and you're trying to avoid them. So I mean, it's really, really intense, and that's why I want to start making videos about it, and I wanna let you guys know about it. And these are just, like I said, some of the things that I've picked up from the first few days of play. So I know the town's clear now, and I'm running into it. Um, like I said, in towns, I mostly stay in third person, and I'm still checking because you can't trust. There's no one that you can talk to. There's no one to trust. You gotta pay attention and you gotta watch. So I'm still getting sounds and stuff. So I think there's someone in the area, but they're not in the town. So I just heard that sound. So I got behind the fence where I wouldn't be spotted so easily, and I started checking because where I spawned at originally was a safe zone, and it's not far from where I'm at right now. So other people can spawn in there, and where this is closer to a safe zone, they're going to be running in behind me. So you got to keep that in mind too. If you spawn somewhere like that where people normally spawn at, or it's a normal spawn zone and there's people coming through it, then you got to watch behind you because other people are going to spawn there and they're going to run to the same closer areas that you run to. So that was, I scoped the town out, and then I got in. And right here we have the global inventory. Just a little bit that I wanted to show you guys. So this is your character selection screen. When you hit inventory on the left, you have your character's inventory, and that's all the things that you've picked up while you were playing the game. On the right is your global inventory, and that's split into sections. Like right now it's in medical supplies, which for some reason includes binoculars, but whatever. So you can move things over, I guess, if you wanted to move stacks or what have you. But I just right click and it moves stuff right over the inventory. So your global inventory, as long as you're in a safe zone, you have to actually escape, quit the game, and then go to your character selection screen and go to inventory, and you can access your global inventory, and your global inventory is accessible to all of your characters, and it's also accessible between servers. So I don't think there's too much of a problem with it being accessible between characters, and I think they go hand in hand together, but maybe between servers wouldn't. I think if they took that away, it might not be a problem. I personally like the fact that it does that, but I also don't server hop to get things, and I get where that's a problem. I totally understand that. Um, but I don't do it, and if you don't do it, it can actually be pretty useful, because I could get all this stuff and then a server's full and then I have to go to another one. I don't want to start with nothing. So anyway, you got all of your sections there, and you can put everything into this global inventory, which from what I'm hearing there is going to be a global inventory wipe when beta comes up, which is okay. I'm just having fun collecting stuff and interacting with other players in different ways. I have met a couple people who don't play or kill on side, but most of the time they do. That's why, like I said earlier, you want to scope out towns and you want to always be watching your surroundings, because if someone sees you, they're probably going to kill you. If you see someone, don't run up and say friendly. Don't ask them if they're going to shoot. If you see someone, you either need to run away and avoid them or run up and kill them. It sucks that it's like that. I don't like playing like that, but that's how it is. And as far as bugs go, I've only ran into one little glitch, and it was a zombie that was in the ground, and I knock him back onto Earth. Thanks for checking out the videos, guys. I'm Blake. I would like to play this game with you guys, so let me know if any of you guys play it. Peace out.